Still small percentage. Hey Jessica, is there a person that there's some issues on the website that you sent it to? It says that they're supposed to go to Sherry on the website, but they all come back to me anyways, so. They do maybe? Yeah, and if there's ones that we just know directly need to fix them, then we just send them to Martine, who's the developer.
Okay, because it's not content, it's the actual layout doesn't show up right on like smartphones.
That's the battle I'm working on with them right now. That and also Safari's got some spacing issues as well. It was a fun project that I got dumped in on. I think we all got a fun project after that person left. Yes. Happy to serve. Happy to serve.
Is Edmund still out sick?
I had the flu last week, and I had the flu, like the fire department all had the flu, and then it got back to us. So yesterday was my first day back after 4 days of bed rest. It's not a fun one, I'll tell you that. Did you hear anything about what happened with that accident at 9 Mile today? With the bus? Yeah. I wanted to like tell Dad about it. What happened? I don't know. My dad didn't say what happened, but a car went under a bus basically. Well, not under the bus, but like got stuck in the wheels. So the car didn't make it. Everyone was okay.
All right, well, without further ado, it is now 6 o'clock. So Jeff is not here tonight, obviously, and doing their story, so I will be standing in to run the meeting today. So if we'll call to order the February 11th, 2025 Canton Village meeting. So, if you would join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And then Jessica, would you mind doing the invocation for us?
Sure. Dear Lord, thank you for this wonderful day. Thank you for getting us all here safely, and let everyone who's struggling with illness recover swiftly, and let us all make amazing, wise choices this evening. And thank you so much for a fabulous winter that includes ice on the lake. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. So looking over the agenda, any adjustments for the agenda today?
You want a motion to approve it?
Motion
I'll
to
make a
approve.
motion to approve the agenda as written.
All right, we have a motion to approve. Do we have support?
Support.
All right, support. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, the same. All right, and next under the section for minutes, what was in the packet here are the November minutes, which were already covered. So I will make a motion that we table the approval of December's minutes until our next meeting, just so that we have the opportunity to review our actual December minutes. So I motion to table the approval of December's minutes until our next meeting.
Support.
All right. So we have a motion to table. We have support. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? The same. All right. Moving right through. Next up is brief public comment. So do we have public comment for anything unrelated to the agenda item today? Yeah, certainly. If you could come up and state your name and address. Sorry, I'm just trying to grab some notes. You said Jim Isabel? Excellent. And what was that address again? I apologize. 7325 North. All right. Go ahead, by all means.
Nothing on the agenda, so, but not the most
Mhm.
Was uniquely represented, I guess is the best word for it. And my understanding, I don't have complete clarity, my understanding is that to allow the board to have already rejected that request that had been put forth from the planning commission and was denied by the planning commission, that the township board decided then to reintroduce it, but in doing so, they had to not vote on the prior meeting's minutes. It's for approval or it was effectively taken off the agenda.
Mhm.
My understanding is it has to go full circle now back through the planning commission for presentation and public hearing. Is that correct?
So as part of that, it was the, for the board is the planning commission makes a recommendation to the board, and we made the recommendation to deny. Now that it goes back to the board and they, as I recall, they rescinded or voted to rescind that, that would still be a better question for the board. Now I am going to look to Jessica, our board representative here on this for a little bit, but I do not believe that it necessarily has to come back to the planning commission. The board can put that back on the agenda to discuss on their own volition, or they can make a recommendation to send it back or have it represented. Is that your understanding as well?
That's my understanding. My also understanding is it's not coming back to planning commission, that there's going to be a public hearing that they're going to do at the board level, and that's going to be on March 10th. We set that date last night, actually. So right. Yeah, my understanding is in that letter it says may send it back to the planning commission, but it didn't have to go back. And so the board decided that we would have an open discussion to have more information, have more dialogue with the developer.
So that will go through the normal public hearing process in terms of people affected receiving notification on that public hearing. That's clear what it is.
Not the same as a zoning. It would just be like public hearing, how we have at the board meeting, at the board level. And so you know what? I actually don't know, and we don't have Ed here. Terry, does it go? Do they get the notifications with if they're with under 300 feet? Or
Do
don't
you know if they get those?
What?
If they get the notifications if they're within 300 feet for the discussion at the board level?
Yeah, they got one out. The notification, what, 50, is it 15 days, 2 weeks, something?
I should know the details, but I haven't memorized them yet.
I don't, when I look at it up, I think it's like 15 days or 2
Okay.
weeks.
Yeah, we just set the date last night, so I know that
And I'm sorry, what was the date, just so I can get that?
it's going to be March 10th.
March 10th.
And we're doing it at the same time. Correct. Yep. No problem.
Yes, thank you. All right. Seeing as there's no one else, then we'll get on to new business. So, Jordan, I won't make you come up and like present your case. My understanding is that you want to, kind of to have this discussion. So I'm gonna open up the new business here. But the recommendation is that you want this tabled until at least the April meeting. Is that correct? Okay. Absolutely, you may.
First of all, thank you guys for being here tonight. I was working with Ed and I was trying to figure out, hey, if we do table this tonight, is this something that needs to be done in person, or are we able to just do this through email with planning commission approval? And it sounds like it was needed for tonight. So thank you for being here on Valentine's Day week. Our ZBA application, we did not get the variance approved that we were hoping to do. And I think that there was a little bit of misunderstanding on our end and maybe a little bit of ignorance and not on our end, not knowing what was expected for the ZBA. But on the application piece, there was a specific sentence that said something along the lines of economic and profitability justification can be used in applying for a variance request. And so we saw that and we thought, okay, we've got a decent case that we could submit, and we even included that verbiage economic 8 or 9 times in our application piece answering the questions, and then we found out when we presented it to the ZBA that evening that that's not an appropriate justification, which totally makes sense. But we realized in that instant that we didn't have the case that we thought we might for that evening. So all of that to say, we apologize for wasting anybody's time, but we might not have pursued that route anyways, knowing that ahead of time. So we did not get the variance that we approved or that we were hoping to get for the storage doors facing. I think we just lost. Oh, we got the mic. Storage doors facing Belding Road. So we're going back to the drawing board. I've got some ideas that we're presenting to Edmund, and I think we'll be ready to present everything once again in April. So we're requesting to table the item tonight to come back in April.
Excellent. So what I'm going to do just for procedure is I will first open the public comment so that we can make a motion to table. So with the public comment now open, I will motion that we table this this topic and the public comment associated with it until at least the April 8th meeting, or our meeting in April.
Support.
All right, so we have a motion and we have support. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed the same. All right, so that one is, obviously we don't have our planning zoning administrator here for any comments. The only comment that I will make is just to formally welcome Eileen. It's great having you, just as a testament for the other 3 members here. Having worked with Eileen on the ZBA, she is going to be a very good asset to this group and come with a lot of great perspective and background and everything else. So excited to have you.
Thank you, Ben. Appreciate those comments.
All right, then at this point, I will make a motion to adjourn the meeting. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, thanks.